Some countries look tiny on the map, but once you zoom in, you realize they're bursting with people. Imagine entire nations where every street feels alive, every corner is crowded, and space itself is a luxury. Today, we'll explore 10 countries that look small, but are insanely packed with people. From islands with sky-high skyscrapers to cities that feel like living machines. Each one will surprise you. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss our next journey across the world's most fascinating places. Now, let's start with the roomier ones and end with the most shockingly crowded country on Earth. Let's dive in. Country 1, the Netherlands. Tiny land, giant life. At first glance, the Netherlands looks peaceful. Green fields, windmills, tulips, bikes. But here's the shocker. This small European country is home to over 17 million people on land. Smaller than West Virginia. Almost half of its land sits below sea level, yet it's one of the most urbanized nations on Earth. How do they fit so many people? They built upward and reclaimed land from the sea. Every city, from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, uses space like clockwork, mixing skyscrapers, canals, and perfect infrastructure. It's a masterclass in engineering and planning.
The Philippines.
But trust me, this is just the beginning with life. Country 2. The Philippines looks like paradise, turquoise waters, and endless beaches. But more than 115 million people live here, mostly squeezed into just a few islands like Luzon. In Manila, you can feel humanity everywhere. Crowded markets, traffic that never ends, and life stacked vertically. Despite the chaos, Filipinos turned it into joy. Families share tiny homes, neighbors cook together, and smiles fill every corner. Even the densest alleys feel alive. And things get even denser from here. Country 3, Japan. Organized chaos. Japan's image is calm temples and cherry blossoms. Until you walk through Tokyo. Over 124 million people live in a country smaller than California, and nearly a third of them are in just one region. Tokyo alone packs around 40 million people, making it the largest urban area on Earth. Every inch counts. Capsule hotels, vertical malls, even underground cities. And yet, it all works. Trains run to the second. Streets are spotless, and silence somehow exists in the middle of the crowd. It's the art of order in chaos. But wait until you see what comes next. Country 4, Germany, Europe's crowded heart. Germany isn't huge, but it's home to over 84 million people. It's Europe's powerhouse, packed with cities, factories, and highways that link everything together like veins. In the Rhine-Ruhr region, you can drive for hours without leaving urban areas. One giant continuous city of more than 10 million people. They don't waste space. From eco-buildings to compact apartments, efficiency is everywhere. Germany proves that you don't need vast land to build a global empire. But let's move to a country even smaller and far more crowded. Country 5, United Kingdom, the island that never sleeps. The UK may look like a tiny island compared to its history, but it holds almost 68 million people. That's more than France, on much less land. London alone feels like another planet. Endless crowds, double-deckers, and buildings pressed shoulder to shoulder. Even the countryside isn't that empty. Small towns are just minutes apart. It's a nation where history, modernity, and people coexist in constant motion. And yet, it's far from the most crowded island in the world. The next one will surprise you. Country 6, Bangladesh, humanity everywhere. Now things start to feel unbelievable. Bangladesh fits over 170 million people into a land smaller than the US state of Iowa. It's like squeezing half of America into one small green rectangle. Dhaka, the capital, is one of the fastest-growing megacities on Earth. Crowds, traffic, colors, and sounds merge into one massive heartbeat. People live, work, and dream in every space available, even the rooftops. And somehow the country keeps growing, but there's still more. Country 7, India, the unstoppable rise. India is huge, yes. But when you compare land to population, it's almost overwhelming. More than 1.4 billion people share a space not much larger than the US. In cities like Mumbai or Delhi, millions live within just a few square kilometers. Skyscrapers stand next to crowded slums, ancient temples beside tech towers. It's a country where space bends under the weight of life, and still the population keeps climbing. But the next one, it's even smaller, and still shockingly full. Country 8, South Korea, the Packed Peninsula. South Korea fits over 52 million people into a country barely larger than Portugal. Most of them live in or around Seoul, a futuristic city where buildings shine all night and subways run deep underground. In some neighborhoods, there's barely space between towers. People live in micro-apartments, work in glass offices, and escape to cafes just to breathe. But what's amazing is how balanced it feels. High density, yet high quality of life. And we're still not done. Country 9, Singapore. The city that became a nation. Singapore is so small that you can drive across it in less than an hour, and yet it holds around 6 million people. That's more than the entire population of Norway inside a single city. There's no empty land here, only vertical life, gardens on rooftops, floating ports, underground malls. Every layer of the city is alive. Strict rules keep it clean, technology keeps it efficient, and ambition keeps it growing. But there's one last country that takes density to a whole new level. Country 10, Monaco. The world's most crowded paradise. Monaco is barely 2 square kilometers, smaller than most city parks. But around 39,000 people live here, surrounded by the French Riviera and billion-dollar yachts. It's so packed that even the mountains are built into apartments carved into cliffs and towers standing where there's no more ground. Space is worth gold. Literally, every balcony, every rooftop, every square meter counts. It's the most densely populated country on Earth, and yet, it looks like heaven, because sometimes crowded can also mean extraordinary. From the green fields of the Netherlands to the glowing towers of Monaco, these countries prove that size isn't everything. Humanity finds a way to fill every space, turning even the smallest pieces of land into living worlds. If you enjoyed this trip, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. It really helps us grow. And while you're here, check out the next video on the screen, where we explore the most dangerous jungle in the world. You'll love it or be terrified.